Precedence diagrams are an illustration of information concerning the dependency of tasks. It's generally easier to work with a precedence diagram than to work with the original data on tasks. That's why, like here in the case of RDRS, it is very helpful to take their information and to translate it into a precedence diagram. Let's look. The tasks required for RDRS, Regional Disaster Relief Services, overnight kits must now be divided for assembly. These are, okay, so what these are is different tasks, each one of which must be done in order to create a finished product, which in the case of this ongoing scenario is what, overnight kits. Okay, now, how should this data be arranged in a precedence diagram? Let's do that right here. Okay, first off, in a precedence diagram, each shape or node represents some certain thing that needs to be done. In order to start sketching a precedence diagram, what you want to do is review the information and identify all of the tasks that don't have any immediate predecessors. What does this mean? These are tasks that even if nothing else has been done, these tasks, if you were looking for something to do to get started, you could start on right away. All right, now in the case of the problem that we're working on, let's look. I notice the immediate predecessors, meaning tasks that must be finished before you can do a certain task. There are two tasks here that don't have any immediate predecessors. They are task A, separate the pillow from the bulk shipment, and task B, separate the blanket and pillowcase from the bulk shipment. All right, having identified them, what do? I draw them. This is just a symbol that represents A, the task of separating the pillow from the bulk shipment. I'm also going to note, because it's super handy later, some other data that was provided. This is 30 seconds. We were told that this particular task to separate one pillow from the bulk shipment takes 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and note that on my diagram. Okay, now that was only one. There were two of them. There was also B. B is separate the blanket and pillowcase from the bulk shipment, and it is 60 seconds because you're handling more stuff. All right, there, done. Now what? Now for any, it's not just RDRS, for any group of tasks, work your way down the list and add all the tasks that have either A or B or A and B as immediate predecessors. So, okay, you have to review again. That's done, that's done. I notice that C, place pillow in pillowcase, has A and B as immediate predecessors, and that makes sense. You'd have to separate the pillow and separate the pillowcase before you could place the pillow in the pillowcase. All right, it's time to add C to the diagram. I draw a symbol that represents placing the pillow in the pillowcase, task C, and I then illustrate the dependency. A has to be finished and B has to be finished before you can go on and do C. And I was in the habit of also noting the duration, so I'll do that here. That's 45 seconds. Okay, now what do I do next? Same thing. Now that I've added C successfully, and notice that none of the other tasks mention A and B, now I say, okay, fine. Can I add anybody else? Because does anybody else need C? Oh, wait a minute. Turns out a whole string of them do. Task D, Task E, and Task F all have C as an immediate predecessor, meaning you have to put the pillow in the pillowcase before you can do any of these other stuff. Draw them. Here's Task D. It takes 60 seconds. You have to finish that before you can do that. Here's Task E. It takes 20 seconds. You have to finish this before you can do that. And then here's Task F. And F takes, let me get the number right, 30 seconds. You have to finish this before you can do that. Great, did this one, this one, this one, this one. Now what do I do? Now I keep going now that D, E, and F are on the page. Anybody need D, E, and F? D, E, and H is needed down here, but it's too early to draw it because H is not on the page. F, however, is on the page. Notice that G, affix the sticker to the toiletry bag, only requires F. G only requires F as an immediate predecessor, so I can add it. Okay, and I was noting the duration, so I'm going to put 10 seconds here. Great, and then actually now that I've drawn G, I can draw H. Let's see, H can be done once G is done, so there I've drawn that relationship, and H is also another one of those 10-second ones. Oh great, that one's done. Oh, and now H is on the page, so that one last task, wrap the entire kit with plastic so the sticker's visible, can be illustrated now. That's task I. I'm just going to put it here. 60 seconds, the big wrap up. And I need to, wait, it's got 3 immediate predecessors. Each one needs to be D, E, N, H. Each one needs to be connected. Once each and every one of the tasks in whatever list you started with is on the page, properly connected to whoever was indicated was its immediate predecessors, you're finished with the precedence diagram.